Of course it will, because WWE is really good at fixing things, and they will fix it. And I think the storyline will get better eventually with all the characters that's in there. I think it'll get better. Right now, it's just seeing they're regressing a little bit, and they're trying to figure stuff out, like I said. So
so speaking of the Cody, and I'm not gonna say final boss. I'm gonna say The Rock, but because right now
final boss.
Right now he's not the final boss.
Nah.
But on the NXT show, he mentioned, we can't be nice to, he can't be nice to Cody. He got to be mean to Cody. And he mentioned, hey, he 20 steps ahead. Now, I know he got to do some reshoots for the movie that he's working on. Do you think this is a twist? Netflix was just its own separate thing by itself, or do you believe that's what we're going off of?
So, if we're going off The Rock has a way of knowing how to spin things. He's really good at it. He's been good at it. We watched Rock be heel babyface for years. So one thing The Rock can do is come on one week and be like, "Hey, Cody, you my friend." Next week, take a steel chest slam inside the head. It was the new era of Raw being on Netflix. It was the grand revealing. So I think he had to play it that way, because if even the stuff he did backstage, what I'm saying. So I think it'll be fine. I think what happens is he probably gonna whoop Cody again after this whole him and Kevin Owens thing. He gonna get at Cody and go from there.
Because what I wish would have happened when The Rock came out and put the Ula Fowler on Roman. I wish he would have just no.
I thought he was gonna steal on him.
I would have been dead.
I thought that was gonna happen. I really did. When he came out, I'm like he got to change up. He's gonna put it on him. But you want to know something? I think The Rock is content. You could be tribal chief, but I'm gonna be champ.
But what if it's a setup though? What if it's like, I did that, and like you said, what is his name? And Samoan, who is he?
Swali.
The Swali. So it's like that title, is that higher than?
Well, I think the high chief is higher than tribal.
Well, he's a high chief.
He's a high chief.
Is that a spin that The Rock is going to put on that between him and Roman?
Well, no, that is
right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
because the Swali could acknowledge him as tribal chief.
Correct.
But he's the high priest. He's the
so right now he's the leader of everybody.
Rock is the head of all that. So they can't even touch The Rock if they wanted to. Like if they was to touch The Rock, it'd be like a cardinal sin.
Okay.
So even though we got no, seriously,
no, I don't think
yeah, they can't touch him. Like that's why he could stand between both bloodlines and have no type of
quarrel with anybody. Yeah, I can't touch
no
him.
quarrels. It's like we all bloodlines. We come together. Which will lead me to think, what can they do to kind of make that happen? What could interrupt them where they would have to form together?
It had to be a bloodline thing. It had to be a Samoan type thing in order for that to happen.
The Tongans.
Your Tongans?
Because the Tongans are not bloodline. The Tongans would be what would have to cause.
They're not?
Nah, Tongans and Samoans normally went to war back in the day. They're like from the same area, but they're like different tribes. Tongans and Samoans normally go at each other.
Oh crap!
Yeah, but that makes me think about how WCW was letting NWO go and live too long.
Yeah,
and it's what. The bloodline
you gotta keep it small,
right? Because the bloodline officially started 2021. Yeah. Not really 2020 pandemic.
When Roman first came back and won the belt, he started forming the bloodline.
Well, no, he didn't. He was going against Jay.
Yep. Yeah. And he tried to get them to realize he's the tribal.
But
chief.
That's when it started, though.
Well, 2021 is when tribal.
That's
when
the
Jay
tribal.
Came. That's when not 2020, but 2021. It was like that's when he started going into the bloodline stuff.
Okay.
So we talking what? If they continue it on, that's 4 years. I feel like at some point the bloodline have to. It have to fade away because it's like anything. If you run it too long, it's going to get diluted. But I also say this: if you're the superhero too long, you're going to see yourself turn into the villain. That's not related.
They're not big. They're not big. What I could look at it as is, of course, they go to do their own thing. In the back of our head, there'll still be the bloodline because you would still see them hanging together and everything. Right. And, you might be able to pull it off a little longer. But the thing is, it's all about the story. I would love to see my aggressive Jey Uso come back. I'm tired of colorful Jey Uso.
Welcome to the Usos Penitentiary.
You can keep the yeet, you keep the music, but I need you out that pink and blue. I need you to go back to wearing the all black or the all red or the all white. No. I need you to come out and be very aggressive as you used to be. Like I say, I love you and everything. I think you dope. I love the character, but I need the aggressive Jey Uso. I can't see this Jey Uso winning the title.
Hold on. Let me push back on you a little bit. Hold on, Blackbody. Right now, he's at an all-time high with what he's doing. So you think will he regress if he goes back to that version and not the one that gets the fans going crazy every set he goes in? He rocks out no matter what. So if he,
what do you mean by that?
If you do that, that regresses him in the way you think that could hurt him if he goes back to doing that.
So damn, now that's dope. And I hate that if it comes down to that because the character he has, the fans do love. Right. I think he could keep the charisma stuff. I think the colorful stuff throws me off because I'm used to seeing him like very ultra aggressive, and a lot of the matches that he loses is because he don't have that aggression. I believe if he had that aggression, he'll hold on to the belt longer. He'll know when to jet out. Like with the YS6, he'll be like, "Oh, yep, I'm out of here." You know?
Right, but do you think? You know, I always felt like with wrestlers when they have their peak, they low, they mid, or even when they're transitioning out to support the next generation, Jey Uso kind of really been in the spotlight. Even Rikishi was complaining about it a little bit when they was doing the Rhea and the Jay thing, but Jey Uso kind of been main eventer, I wouldn't say main event, but main spotlight for a while.
Rhea always shot him out, even after her interview. Right. It wasn't she yeeted him.
I would say he's been main event though. He's been like
he's in a spotlight.
Yeah, he's been that guy. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, no, he dope.
You can't be in a spotlight all the time either. Because right now he's over as a single competitor.
Says
right?
the guy who had the title for 2 years, 3 years strong. You saying you can't be in the spotlight? And he had the title for 3 years?
Well, no, I'm saying with the fans being supportive. Like, how long can you be that hot before the writers be like, you know what, we need to go in a different direction?
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Remember?
Right.
He lost his. They like turned on him and he did nothing wrong.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying. How long can you be right here before they be like, you know what, it's getting stale. Let's do something different. Because, you know, all the wrestlers switch up a little bit every couple years.
I think it depends on the fans. I really think it depends on the fans. And if the fans stop... The fans is what dictate, honestly, how superstars are made. And I think if the fans start kind of like, we're getting tired of this now. I think that's when the writers started saying, like, you know what, we need to switch up something. We need to change your character. Because the character you have now is not working for us anymore because the fans aren't really feeling it. Like,
you need to tell that to the the Raiders. What's the tag team called?
The Viking Raiders.
Like how many times we keep switching up? How many times we keep switching up the?
Hey, they dope as hell though.